Hi everyone. On live screaming, and I really miss it. I really miss this live screaming. But so many things have been happening, and I just had to kind of put a hold to my live screaming, and then do videos here and there when I mean normal videos here and there when I have to do it. Yeah, um, I'm not even in the office today. I'm in the house. So as usual, when I'm in the house like this, I have a whole lot of activities to do. A disclaimer here, I might be going out and I might be coming in for, to attend to my shop and all this stuff. But there's something very remarkable that I want us to talk about. If you see the title of, this video, this live streaming, and it's about a video that I came in contact with, prepared by Blessing CEO. Yes, I kind of sometimes stumble into her videos and I watch it. And this particular video really kind of got my attention because she did an interview with somebody that I respect very well. And when I saw it, I said, wow, why not? Let me just kind of, watch what the interview is all about. And I was so shocked, guys, when I was watching the video. The title of the video is just the title that I use on this, live streaming too. It said, what was your advice to your last son, edochie, when he took another wife? That was her question to him, Pete Edochie. I respect him very well. So I then that I used to watch Nigerian film, but now I have a whole lot of things that I'm doing that I don't even go into Nigerian film anymore. But I just want this live streaming to kind of talk about addressing that issue. But before I go into it, I'm in the house. So before I go into it, there's no need to do any makeup. Yeah, I'm just carrying myself like this. And before I go into it, hi, welcome. welcome. I'm in the herbs. And I saw a caption. What was your advice to your welcome? Please give me thumbs up so that other people can join us as we're doing this live stream. I just want us to talk concerning this topic. Do you understand? Concerning this topic. So if you're coming, thumbs up so that other people will join us. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. I really appreciate you. And the question that a blessing asked Pete Edochie was, what was your advice to your last son, Edochie, when he took another wife? And I was, hi, welcome, Sandy, life with Sandy. Yay, welcome. I'm excited to have you. I'm excited to have you here. Please, let's talk about this topic, this interview that Blessing CEO. I don't know if you know her, but I watched that video. Good day. Thank you. How are you? Hope you're winning. Sandy, hope you're winning. So this interview that Blessing CEO did with Pete Edochie, that legend, he should call him legendary. I kind of did you watch it? Did you watch the interview? Did you watch it? I watched it, and then, there are so many things the man said there. I respect that man very well. Okay, that's nice. That's good. I'm excited. You're good. So let's talk about this video, the Blessing CEO. Do you know one lady called Blessing CEO? She did a video, you understand, interview. She interviewed Pete Edochie concerning his son that took another wife. You understand? He got married to May, and then they stayed for a whole long time. Then he divorced her or something, or she was the one that divorced him. and then he now went to go and marry another lady, and he was flaunting it all over the social media. So I think Blessing CEO now, went to go and meet his father to ask him what is his own advice. That what was your advice to your last son, you edochie, when he took another wife? Let me play it for you so that you know what I'm talking about. I have my this thing. Hope it will be loud enough for you to see. What he said.
You see, there is something about Enugu that I enjoy a great deal.
Don't know if it's loud enough.
Enugu is hospitable. And there's something placid about Enugu. Enugu is not as noisy as other parts of Igbo land. I play a lot of classical music, and the Enugu atmosphere is ideal for it. I can trust the people I have worked with in Enugu, and I don't blame people who think I'm from Enugu because since the war ended, I've been living in Enugu. In fact, even before the war, when I ran away from northern Nigeria, I stopped in Enugu. So Enugu means so much to me, and as a matter of fact, sometimes if you ask me, I'll tell you, I mean, yeah, that's right, and it's so exciting to belong to Enugu. So if you say I am from Enugu, you're perfectly right.
So we're going to say you're among the Alabos?
Complete. Yeah, that's right, because I have spent all my Christmas holidays here in Enugu. Enugu means so much to me. Yeah.
Okay, sir. You've been married for decades.
Listen to this now.
I've been married for 55 years. Yeah, 55.
So one woman?
Yeah. You're expecting me to be married to 10 women, one
because
woman.
This is rare. These days we just married for 2-3 months and we're out.
You're right. And if you don't mind, I think the women are responsible for
it. Did you hear that?
Yeah. They want to imitate the white people. The white people do not have the marriage culture that we have as Igbo. And this is why, I watched my mother stay in the marriage with my father until death came. I am the first. And I got married, and I've stayed with my wife for the past 55 years. I have never struck her for one day. But yet, we have our misunderstandings because we all started out as broadcasters. You can never get to know whether there's anything wrong or not. So I thank God for that. We understand ourselves very well. Today, women don't seem to know why they get married, and that's where the problem is. Our mothers were not educated, but they knew that they owed themselves the responsibility of running a beautiful household by raising children and perpetuating the line of their husbands. Today's woman does not know that. Most of you don't even know how to cook. And that's a very big problem. You don't know how to cook. If you knew how to cook, you probably keep your mind together, but the only one I'm going to see, you don't know how to cook. You expect to be taken out so you can eat out. Shawarma and all that sort of stuff. That's the problem. And then, wanting to do what other people do.
Oh, thank you very much.
The biggest problem you have in any relationship.
Thank you, Sandy.
Every relationship is unique. And that's an essential ingredient.
Hey, check this out. So I stopped
Okay,
buying random
so
lotto
that's
tickets and
it.
started doing
I think
this
we're
instead.
done. Thank you, Sandy, for that. So this is what I want us to talk about. I believe we've really heard what he talks about. You understand? As in relating the divorce rate that we have these days. The reason why people are not staying in marriages today is relating it to that is women's fault. I believe it's clear. Sandy, hope you heard me. That the reason why we have divorce rates now in this country is because of women. And when I heard that, it really blew my mind. And I said, because I'm married and I know what it is, what we go through in marriage as women. I'm talking to women right now. What we go through, what I see, what I had to kind of, take because I really want to kind of make sure my home is put together. And this man that I respected so very well did not fault the men at all in marriage. Now said the reason why marriages are not working today is because of the women. So this really kind of got me talking, as in my head was just, spinning. I said, let me bring it to my own platform and let's talk about it. So Sandy, what do you think? Anyone that is here now, everyone, please, let's talk about it. Is this fair? Is it really fair for womanhood? Is it everything that happened that must be the woman's fault? Is it everything that happened in this world? That is woman. If a child does not turn out well, it's a woman's fault. Okay, let me hear what you're saying. Honestly, it kind of amazed me. But this patient, I don't know, they are really kind of taking it for granted. Very, very taking it for granted. For me, what I see is that we're in a society that is patriarchal in nature. And I don't know if we know the meaning of patriarchal here. Sandy, do you know the meaning of patriarchal? Patriarchy. A society, I think I wrote it down. A social system where men hold primary power, especially in roles of political leadership, moral authority, and social privileges. And because these men hold all this responsibility, they find it very easy to come out publicly and then put all the blame on women. Put all the blame on women. Whatsoever is happening in the home is women's fault. And look at the way he put it, that yes, he has been married to his wife for how many years there, he said? I think he said 55 years. And there's no issue and all that. And I went through the comments in that video. Somebody said something that the fact that he stayed long with his wife does not mean that she's very okay with it. His wife, she doesn't even come out for any public, she hardly come out for any social event. The fact that Pete edochie now, he feels that his wife is okay, the marriage is okay. Has he really taken his time to check his wife very well, if she's even well mentally? Okay, fine. But thank you. I'm so happy with that. But he said that the women are the one that are primarily responsible for the fact that marriages are not working these days. How can an elderly person, that people like me, I used to watch him all this one in his video, a dignitary like that, say that the reason why many people go into divorce today is women, and the men has no fault at all. It really beat my imagination. So many, as in any way, for an elderly person like that will come and then say that kind of thing. social media that will go a whole long way for people to watch. What I was expecting him to do was just to kind of come from both sides. Just the way, yes, exactly. Please, it's not only women that are faulty. Exactly. Okay, look at the way the boys are raised from the start. If we are both male and female are raised properly from the beginning, I don't think most of the issues that we face in marriages will face it now. I don't think we will. So he cannot just come and say only the women that he thinks is the women that you know, okay, men want to always take the. That is it. I'm so happy, Sandy. You are feeling my vibes. You really kind of you're feeling what I'm feeling. I know what I go through. I'm a married woman. I know what I go through in marriage. I know what I go through. Do you get? In the house of my husband, no. And the truth is that I thank God. My husband is a good man. Yes, he's a good man. And the reason why I said he's a good man is because he's a Christian, he's born again. You understand? The things of God excite him very well. But even at that, I know what I'm facing in the hand of that man. I know, as Christian, as born again, as spirit filled he is, I know what I am facing in the hands of my husband. I know that I had to kind of tell myself that keep going on, everything will be fine, everything will be fine, just keep going. Sometimes my husband would do something to me. I'll just be wondering, is this man really a Christian? Is he born again? Do you understand? Is he born again? Then I'll now kind of go ahead and start praying and then talk to God that God will talk to his conscience for me. Do you get? And later, my husband will come and meet me. I believe that's why it's good as a woman. You just have to know your God. You have to have a personal relationship with the Holy Spirit because it's the Holy Spirit that can help you, especially in this society that everything is woman's fault. Everything is woman's fault. You just need that personal. This thing is making me feel good, so very emotional because I see what women are going through. But these men are not seeing it. Women are going through a whole lot in the hands of men that they are married to. And still, they will now come and fault them that the reason why marriages are failing is because of the women. It's really kind of alarming, mind-blowing, and, disheartening. As I was saying, my husband would do something to me that it will so pain me to my heart. Oh, thank you, Life with Sonia. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. I love you so much. Oh, really? Really? I thought you're here. Oh, so this is your first time. Thank you very much. I love that. Thank you for subscribing. So you get what I'm saying? And I'll ask the Holy Spirit in prayers. I'll tell the Holy Spirit, go and talk to my husband for me. And he will go and talk to my husband. And then my husband on his own, he will realize that what he has done is not right. And then he will come and then, start apologizing and will make things right. I know what I go through. As a Christian home, because I got married to my husband, born again, spirit filled. I got married when I was 30 something, as in 30 years old. I got married knowing very well that I want to get married. Nobody forced me into it. I know what I want. So many other people came for me to their hand in marriage, but I know I want a Christian person, somebody that have the Holy Spirit in him, so that at least you understand we'll be able to kind of handle things spiritually. So I know the kind of man I pick as my husband, and I pick a spirit-filled man. And even at that, in my home today, I know what I'm going through. As a Christian, no, as a man, as I'm talking to you now, my husband is not around. He's been ordained as a deacon. Do you get? As a Christian home, I know what I'm facing. And this man will now come and say that the reason why marriages are not working is the fault of the women. It's really alarming for a dignitary, as in somebody that for me, I'm talking about me now, for me, that look up to, I respect that man so very well, for him to say that on a social media. And I think he just had to come and change that what he said. Okay, let me see what he's saying. We are, seriously. We are. And it's because I find out that it's because of something. We keep quiet. We're not talking. We go through a whole lot in our home and we take it. And look at what he says something there that women don't know why they get married. Can you imagine that kind of talk? That women don't know why they get married. And I'm thinking to myself, at 30 years old, I don't know why I got married. I don't know why. I don't know when my husband is not loving. I don't know why when my husband is talking to me in a way that is not right. I don't know when my husband is cheating on me. I don't know when my husband has a side chick. I don't know. That's so heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking for him to come with the whole thing that is going on, for him to come and say that women are the fault, are the reason why so many divorces are happening in the society these days. That's a slap on every woman's face. And I keep saying to myself, he says something again. He says, women's responsibility is for running of home. And that's what the issue is. All this while, we keep training the women, we keep training the girl child to keep home, how to manage home, how to be a good wife, how to cook. Because he even says something, he says women don't know how to cook. That is because women don't. How can you relate woman with cooking and all this something? So that's what women are subjected. And another question that I keep asking myself is that, okay, fine. Why are we educating women? Why? If you have a girl child, why not just keep her at home? Don't take her to school. Yeah, let me have most for me. Exactly. But as I was saying, why taking the girl child to school? Because if you take the girl child to school, you should know that her reasoning will change. Her reasoning will change. And now, many women has gone to school. They are now putting things together. I went to school. This man that I'm married to too went to school. We are both working. We're working, we're earning money, and we're both making sure the house is kept running the house. You're putting your money, I am putting my money, you're putting your time, I'm putting my time. Two of us are responsible. Yes, the man is a head, but the woman too is a co-head. Both of us, we work together to make this marriage work. You cannot compare this woman with the woman of those days that did not go to school, that is not even contributing financially in the home. You cannot compare this. These are two like this. The woman that in those days and the woman of today, they are two different people. But these people, they keep relating these two women together. Abi, my sister, they keep bringing that woman that he got married 55 years, and he wants the woman that he got married 55 years old to be the same woman today, as in women are supposed to behave like that woman he got married to 55 years. He wants that same woman now. Then why are we educating women? Why are we educating women? That's it. Why are we educating women? Because I keep thinking all this thing, and it has been boiling in my heart. I say, no, I'm going to do a live video so that we can talk And it's because we women, we've been quiet. We've been so quiet. Let me tell you something. Recently, I told my husband that, look, I told you my background, the background of my home right now. You know, my husband is spiritual. Me too, I'm spiritual. I'm not saying religious. We're not religious, but we're spiritual. You understand? And recently, I got married. My husband is from Delta, Delta. And I saw the environment that my husband, because he grew up all his life, he grew up in Warri. You understand? When we got married, I never saw the background. I never did a research to kind of know how my husband grew up. It was like kind of tug of war with me and him, because my husband, when he's talking today, he talks, with aggression and all that stuff. When he's angry, you could feel the aggression and all that. So all this while, it used to hit me very well. I'm not thinking, why would my husband be talking to me like this? You understand? His words are, not just encouraging at all, even though he's a godly man. Sandy, even though he's a godly man. So, and I said, okay, let me make research. I started making researches, you understand, going internet, trying to because I want my marriage to work. So I started researching, what will I do? What is happening? Why is my marriage? Okay, let me see. Well, it's not easy. It's not, my dear. But these men, instead of them to know that, yes, it's not easy, that women are really trying to, how can a woman get married and want to divorce? How? You will now be the one with all this celebration that you do, spend time to make your wedding day a very beautiful day. Then your plan now is to get married and divorce that man. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. Huh? So, after everything, women put a lot to make sure their marriages stay. It doesn't break at all. So as I was saying, I discovered that, okay, I started making researches. How will I make this marriage work? Because I don't like the way my husband talked to me. With this aggression, you understand, he talks to me and all that. And I don't like the way I feel when my husband talks to me. I don't like it, how I feel inside. I started making researches. And I now discovered that what I discovered was that the upbringing, both of us were brought up in a different way. My husband was brought up in Warri. And me, I was brought up in Jos. You understand? In an environment that is calm. But my husband was brought up in an environment, because I research about Warri people. If they are talking, it's as if they are fighting. Do you understand? Warri people, they are fighting and all that stuff. And that is the kind of upbringing my husband, grew up with. And that's why now, if we're talking, me with him, we'll be talking, it will just be as if we're fighting, we're quarreling. And I don't like it. It was affecting me, seriously. So I had to find out how to handle it. And I now told myself that, what is it? Because it was affecting me mentally. And I now got the word, I got it. I started researching that if I don't do anything to this, giving it a name, is what it will result to. It will result to emotional and psychological and emotional abuse. Because the way that he was talking to me is not right. The feeling that I get inside, it will not work. It will not go well for me, and I will start having psychological and emotional abuse. What did I do when I find out that this thing, the way I was feeling when he talks to me, I find it out. I called my husband and I talked to him that the way you're talking to me, this is how I feel. And this is what is called psychological and emotional abuse, because you are abusing me psychologically. You are abusing me emotionally. He said, how? I said, with your words. You talk to me as if we're quarreling. Your words are harsh. You yell. And my husband, thank God, that's why I told you guys that sometimes the kind of person you get married to, it matters a whole lot. Not even sometimes, it matters. You need to because you cannot change man. You cannot. We ladies, we cannot change men, especially with this training, with this hearing, because men are good in hearing, or they hear from here themselves and all that. This thing that Edochie has said now need to go round, and people will now start saying that yes, it's women that are responsible for the divorce rates that is going on in this country or in the world today. So many men will hold on tight to it. So I told him, I name it, this is what I am feeling, and something had to be done about it. He said he doesn't understand. I had to break it down, checking out, scenarios, pointing out scenarios. This is this day, this is what happened. This is the way you talk to me. This is the way you did this. This is the way you did this. And we settle it. And he's trying. I don't expect him to change because this is what he grew up with. But at least he's becoming conscious and he's becoming intentional when he's speaking to me. Imagine so many women that don't know that they can be emotionally, they can be psychologically abused, even if it's not physical violence. And that's what his wife is going on for 55 years. I can assure you that. Let me hear you. Okay, there are things that will happen in a marriage that a person cannot bear. They cannot be patient for. That's it. That is it. Of course. But there's one thing I keep saying: longevity. Longevity in marriage does not mean that marriage is successful. Longevity, the longness of marriage does not mean that marriage is successful. I can be in a marriage for 100 years, but I'm struggling. It has been a drag. It's a drag, as in I'm dragging myself through. Why am I dragging myself through? And as women, we do that a lot. You are not fulfilled. You are not making any growth. You are stagnant, but you stay there. You stay there. And this mentality that Pete, I respect him very well. That's the truth. This mentality that he has, I can assure you, that's what his wife has been enduring for 55 years. That woman has been psychologically and emotionally abused. She has. She has been psychologically and emotionally abused, but she bears it because she wants longevity. Let's accumulate the years. It doesn't matter if you're happy. It doesn't matter whether you're making growth. It doesn't matter if you're kind of progressing. If you're stagnant, no problem. But let me accumulate the years and stay in that marriage. Let people say my marriage is working. Is that life? Is that life? You're not happy. You have one life to live, and you stay in marriage. You're frustrated. You can't talk. When something is bothering you, you can't talk. You just keep quiet, because you want longevity. You want to accumulate the years. You want your marriage to be long. You want people to say that, yes, she's a home keeper. You understand? And why are they taking us to the ancient days? It really amazes me. Okay? For me, honestly, it's really kind of amazing. It's really kind of amazing for him to pick one person to say the reason why marriages is not working is because of the women. Why would he pick women out? And I don't watch all this thing, but from what I'm hearing at the comment, there in that video is that Pet, is it what is it? You edochie. If the way he behaves is not just welcoming at all. On social media, they say a whole lot of things that he's not supposed to say, do a whole lot of things that he's not supposed to, but nobody is faulting him. Nobody. Please give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs up as you're joining. Give me thumbs up and then subscribe to this channel, please, guys. And nobody is faulting you, edochie. It's me. It's me that is faulting, and even an elderly man faulting the wife, and not just his son's wife, all women are responsible for the divorce rate in this world these days. May God forgive him for saying that. May God forgive him for saying that. Because I for one, my intention for getting married is for growth and to stay in this marriage till me and my husband get old together. I did not get married to kind of divorce. No, I did not. I did not. But how can I be in a marriage when I'm not growing? When I can't talk? When I become a vegetable? My dreams, as in, last time I did a video is on this platform. Please, you guys watch it. You understand? In my marriage, what I'm going through right now, I'm in a marriage, I cannot express how I feel because I'm in a society that is patriarchal. I cannot express myself what I feel. I accumulate put it in, don't talk, because people will say you are the one that is responsible for marriage is not working. That's inhuman. So very inhuman. Pet edochie, if this video come across you, you need to change it. And then talk to both women and men. Talk. And it's high time we start training our boys to be husbands. Just the way we've trained women to be wives, we need to train boys, men, children, our little boys to be husbands. Train them to become husbands because women are suffering a whole lot in the hands of today's men. Today's men, women are going through a whole lot because they are not husband material. No, they are not. Yeah. That's it. That's it. But they now feel that I can stay in the marriage and stay a whole long time and then feel that, yes, this is it. It's working. My marriage is working because I'm still in that house. That's not right. You cannot just be unhappy. You become a shadow of yourself. Do you understand? You are not making any progress, no growth, nothing. The vibrant you that got married is dead because of marriage. God, is that the way marriage is? Is that the way marriage is supposed to be? To be sincere with you, this marriage that I am, I keep saying it, even my husband know about. If I knew that marriage is this, what it is right now, there's no point getting married. There's no point getting married. Because I could have been, single and been making, because I know what I've achieved as a single girl than now that I'm married. That's just the truth. But to God be the glory, I have a husband that listens and try to kind of make amends. And I have the husband that listens to the voice of the Holy Spirit, that try to kind of counsel him, and he listens to change. Because as a woman right now, I've realized that there is nowhere you can run to in this society, in this world that we are. If it's not known, you have to know it as a woman. Nobody supports you. And that's one thing I've realized. Initially in my marriage, as in the early, I'm over 10 years in marriage now. Initially when I got married, I thought I could leave my home and go and talk to church people, even church people, you understand, to kind of tell them how I feel. You understand what is going on in my marriage and all that. And I tried it. I'm the one I went to report to go and say, this is what is happening now. But when they come to talk, Sandy, do you know what happened? I will be the one that will fought. I'm talking about church people. I'm the one that went to report that this is what is happening. No, this is what is. I need somebody to come and do something in my home. But the church people will come. And when they come, after talking, it's me that will fight. I'm talking about church. It also happened to my family. There was a time, the early days of my marriage date, something happened in my home. I also took it to my family. Do you understand? I went to my family, this, blah, 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 blah. When my brothers and my sisters came, guess what, Sunday? I was the one they fought it. We are indeed in a society that is obvious that as a woman, you have to stand your ground. Know what you want and then stand. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. If things are not working the way you want, your sanity is important to you. And you just have to say, no, this is not it. I don't feel right with what is happening right now. And this is how I feel. Always speak out. Express your feeling. Look inward. That's what I use now. I don't report. I don't carry my marriage matter to any church people to talk about. I don't even go to my family to talk about. How do I feel? Thank you, dear. How do I feel? How do I feel? I check myself inside. My inside, if my husband does something, I check myself. How do I feel inside? If I'm not okay with it, I address it. As I told you, he's from Warri. He grew up in Warri. You'll be shouting. I'll say, this is it. Babe, I'm not comfortable with this thing you've done. I am not. And we will stand our ground and talk about it. He will shout, he will do the. I'll say, no, this thing, I don't feel okay with it. I don't feel okay with it. I don't like the way I feel about it. And it's not okay with me. Because at the end of the day, I am the one that will be abused psychologically and emotionally. So I speak my feelings. I speak my feelings. I don't need anybody to come and talk to me, you understand, in my home to try to settle me and my husband. No, I check myself inward. How do I feel? The way that what is happening between me and my husband now, how do I feel? And I stay with him, we settle it. We settle it, me and him, we settle it. I tell him, I'm not scared. I told my husband plain, I look at his face. I tell him that I cannot be scared of you. You see this shouting, flexing of muscles. I will not be scared of you. I will always tell you how what you're doing to me makes me feel. How it makes me feel? Because the society is not even out to help the woman at all. They are not out to help the woman. So you have to help yourself by checking how you feel per time. If you are involved in anything and you don't feel right, but don't just ignore your feeling. That's what I've discovered. Don't ignore your feelings. Because at the end of the day, recently I saw that many women will be walking and talking. You see a woman walking, talking. Let me hear what's on. That is it. Because if you don't voice it out, they'll feel that everything is normal. And we women were very good at it. If there are things will be going, you just keep quiet. Thank you, love. Thank you very much. You know, if they say, what is happening? Is everything okay? You eat it, but you're killing yourself psychologically by keeping silent. You're killing yourself emotionally by keeping. See how women are getting mad these days. Take statistics. You see a woman walking and talking. What is she talking? What is she talking? Because she has been abused psychologically and emotionally. She has put so many things in her head and it's affecting her. Apart from even, this madness that is happening among women now, check health, woman's health. Check it. You find out that women, majority, go to churches and you see healing. If they're calling for healing, people to heal, check the role. Women are more. Because of accumulation of so many things that you cannot voice out because you want longevity in your marriage. You can't voice it out. You can't talk it out, because you're a homekeeper. Who says that women are the one that keeps home? The last time I checked my Bible is that women came to help. You came to help the man build the home. So there's a home that the man is building that you came to help him build. How comes it's now women that builds the home? It's good to read the Bible. It's good to read the Bible. Because look at Adam. Why did God created Eve for Adam? Because Adam was doing something and he was not good at it. So he now brought Eve to help him in doing what he's doing. So Adam was doing before Eve came to help what he was doing. Now, edochie is saying that women are the one responsible for breaking homes, for the divorce rate. Oh my God, that's a slap. Please give me thumbs up. And subscribe to this channel, guys. You now relate women. And I'm saying it again. There's no need. If you have a girl child, don't even take her to school. Since men these days, you want women to be behaving like the kind of woman that Pet Edochie got married to 55 years ago. a woman of this century should behave like a woman of 55 years ago. With all her intelligence, with all the school that she went to, she should still behave like that woman of 55 years ago. Thank you. Man, you guys tried very well. And these days, I've discovered that when a woman tries to kind of start talking and all that, they give you a whole lot of names. They'll tell you that you are stubborn. They'll tell you that you are a prostitute. They'll tell you that you are not a wife material. They'll say that you are full of yourself, etc. Because you're trying to kind of, express yourself the way you feel, that yes, this is not just right. I don't feel right with the way things are going. They give you names. We need to change. Men, we need to change. Today, I am talking to men. You guys are supposed to be the ones showing the road, because that's what happened in the Garden of Eden. Let's go back to the Garden of Eden. Adam was doing something. She was the one holding the Garden of Eden together. It was a man. Adam was the one holding that Garden of Eden together. He held it together for a woman to come and help him hold it together. That is Bible. Women are not responsible for holding homes together. Men are the one responsible to hold the home together. Then women are supposed to come and help him in holding the home together. Women are not responsible for holding home together. No, that is not what Bible says. Go and read Genesis. Genesis, the beginning of the institution of marriage. And I keep saying it, marriage is a beautiful thing. I believe in marriage. It's beautiful. It's an institution that is instituted by God. It's very, very sweet. Marriage is sweet. But you know where the issue is? The people that are inside marriage. They are the one that kind of make marriage look as if it's a terrible thing to go into. Because we are looking at the way marriage is in those days. It should be like that today. All right, dear. Thank you, love. I'm so excited you show your face. Thank you very much, Sandy. I love you so much. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you very much. You know, we just have to kind of change our mentality, because things are not done that way. Things are not done that way. Things have changed. We are in the 20th century now. And you expect, with all this education that women are getting, hello, Zubulu, welcome. I don't understand this. But I'm talking about, there's a video that, Blessing CEO did, and it's talking about, an advice that a father is supposed to give a son for not keeping his home together. And instead of, giving the advice straight, he's now faulting his wife, that is the wife that is responsible for not keeping that home together. And it's really alarming for an elderly man, a father, to say this in public. It's really not right. It's really not right. And he has girls too, as children. He has girls too, as children. He has girls too as children. That's not right for an elderly person to be saying concerning, you understand, womanhood. The fact that we're in a patriarchal society does not mean that the women are not here. We are here. We are here. We have feelings. We are women, we are here and we are educated too. Things have changed. Things have changed. So we have to kind of, I think these days men have to know that things have changed, and they have to start aligning themselves with the changes. They say the only thing that is constant is change. Every other thing changes. So I am talking to the category of men in Pet Edochie's line. Please start changing your mentality, because women now are different. There are not women of that 55 years old that he got married to. No, now women go to school. Now women are exposed, not only in the Western world, even in Nigeria, women go to school and women are exposed. And women too are contributing financially in the home too, right now. So women are working. They go out, they work. So men supposed to come home and help in their home. Remember, it's not even the woman's home because it's not like me now. My father's name is Umagba, but my children are bearing my husband's name. That means this home is my husband's home because the children are bearing his name. So he should be responsible in building his home. His home. If anything goes wrong in the house, is his house. Not even my house. It's his house. I came to help him build his home because my children bear his name, not my name. So if the marriage fails, it's his home that fails, not my home that fails. And as I'm doing it for him, another person too is doing it for my father's home too. So this is how, the whole thing is. So for 14 women that are responsible for marriage is not working, it's really not right. It's not right. It's not right. And I think he should take it back. It's not possible. Our voice must be heard. Then they should stop educating women. If they don't want, yes, we are in a patriarchal society where the social system is dominated by men. Yes, we know that. But what's the point encouraging the women to go to school? If you don't want to hear our voice, our opinion, fine. Stop educating women. Stop educating women. Let's not go to school. But for the fact that women are going to school, they have a voice. And when something is not right, they will speak. They will say it. They will say it. So the high time men start changing their orientation, the better. The better. So that we can all cohabit successfully. That's it. So that we can all cohabit successfully. Because if you look, I keep making reference to the person that instituted marriage. If you look at the book of Genesis, the last time I checked, God gave authority to the male and the female. He said, go and dominate. So the authority is given to male, is given to female to go and dominate this world, not just the male. He gave authority to both the male and the female to dominate the earth. And another beautiful thing that I want to point out here, the authority that God gave men and the authority that God gave male and female was not against each other. So man does not have authority over the woman. Woman does not have authority over the man. No, but to dominate the world. God did not intend us to dominate each other. No, that's not his intention. I read my Bible. That's not God's intention. It's for two parties to kind of stay together and make things work. The beautiful word that God has given. God gave authority to a man and a woman to make this world a better place for each one of us to live. So, Mr. Edochie, take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Women are not the one responsible for the divorce rate in the world today. I, for one, I stand for it. And I keep saying it. It's not true. It's not true. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but the people that are involved in it make it misery. Misery. And why? Because nobody wants to kind of, change. Nobody wants to change. Nobody wants to change. Nobody wants to kind of do what God wants us to do. Submission to each other. We are supposed to submit to each other. That's what the Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5. And if you go to that's why religion kills. Religion kills. Culture kills. Religion makes us believe that if you want to get married, they'll come. Do you see the preachers? Because it's the what they call it, the social system is dominated by men. They'll come to the pulpit and be saying that what they will pick. They'll go straight to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. And now start reading. Women, submit to your husband. Submit to your husband. If you want this marriage to work, submit to your husband. But the last time I checked, there is 21 before 22. What is 21 saying? 21 says submitting to each other. Submitting to each other. So there is a submitting to each other sex before the woman will now submit to her husband and the husband will now love the wife. Now the question I keep asking is that, how did the Bible say the husband is supposed to love his wife? How? How? Tell me. If you follow the Bible, the way the Bible says, love your wife, why will the woman run from that home? Run from your home? Why would she run from your home? Why? Why would the divorce rate be much if the man is seriously loving the wife the way the Bible says, man, love your wife? But if you go to churches today, if you go to anywhere they are marrying and the preacher is preaching, they will never talk about Ephesians chapter 21. They will never talk about it. It's 22. They will never talk about a man loving your wife. They will not. What they'll keep hammering on is the woman to be submissive. And the woman, we hear it very well right from the day you get married and you get into that marriage, you now shrew your mouth. You don't talk. You're dying in that home, you don't talk. Because this patriarchal society has put it in your head not to talk. Because it's dominated by men. Dominated everywhere you go to is dominated by, and one thing I've noticed about men is that they are very good to themselves. Very, very good to themselves. And that's where we women, we need to change ourselves. Sisterhood have to wake up. Sisterhood have to wake up. Hear me and hear me well. If you're a woman and you're connected to this live streaming, sisterhood have to wake up. Because manhood is very strong. They support themselves a whole lot. Even when a man is wrong, another man will never tell him that you are wrong to his face. They will not. Even when he's wrong. Because they always support each other. But the society, again, have trained women to fight each other. And that's why recently I was just seeing what Blessing CEOs and Cider Bosch are doing on social media, and it get me so amazed. How will they do that? We should encourage sisterhood. Stop fighting yourself. Let's stop fighting ourselves as women, because the society is not friendly to us. This word, hear me, women, this word is not friendly to us. If you've not get married, then you will know. Get married. You will know very well that the society is not friendly to womanhood. I'm getting emotional with this already. So very emotional. We women, we need to come together as sisters. We need to unite ourselves. Honestly, what pet edochie? Because I'm in marriage and I know what is happening in marriage. For him to say that the reason why marriage is not working is women. It's wrong for you, an elderly person, to say this. I'm getting so very emotional because I know what I'm facing in marriage. And I try to kind of make it work, but they've trained a woman to be a wife and they refuse to train men to be husbands. And everywhere you go to, they keep talking to you. It's women. What about the men? You people have to start teaching the men too. You need to start training the men to be husbands. The men have to be husbands. Let all the social media people start training the men to be real husband. The last time I checked, there was a video that I watched. The woman was talking about 5 steps for a woman to be a wise wife. And everything she said in those 5 steps had to be how the woman will do this to her husband, how the woman will do this to her husband. The first one is how she will do this to her husband. The second one, how she will do this to her husband. The third one, how she will do this to her husband. The fourth one, how she will do this to her husband. The fifth one, how she will do this to her husband. Nothing that has to do with the woman. Nothing. It's wrong. And I'm talking about is a woman, no, a woman. You see how they brainwash her. And she's a pastor. She's a pastor. They brainwash her. This patriarchal society that we have has brainwashed her to kind of, say all those things. Without even know, at least she could have even said that as a woman, pay attention to yourself. She could have even said that at least for you to be a wise woman, make researches, think about yourself. Because even the Bible said that love your neighbor as yourself. As yourself, that means you first. You have to love yourself first. When you love yourself first, then you cannot love another person the way you love yourself. It's really wrong. Anyway, sisterhood has to come back. Sisterhood have to come back. I got emotional, but it's okay. It's okay. Women issue really kind of, touches my heart so well. Exactly. They don't want our voice to be heard. Woman who just have to kind of, sisterhood, just have to kind of come into place. It's already 1 hour to this live streaming, and I want to kind of put a stop to it because I'm really emotional with this. Mr. Pelt Edochie, you have to take it back. That's not right. It's not right for you to sound like that. There is nothing Western about this. Women are educated now, and they see what is happening in the home now, and it's not okay. And they don't want to be quiet anymore. Your wife has been quiet since, and that's why she stayed with you for 55 years. Because she refused to talk. Because I, for one, know that she has passed through a whole lot in your hands. But she'll choose to be quiet and fighting it psychologically and emotionally. And I bet you there is a whole lot of health issue that woman is facing. A whole lot of health issue because she has accumulated your narcissism, or whatever. I don't know how to put it. Because for you to come out and say it, you are a narcissist. You are a narcissist. For you to come out to say this on a social media that will go very well, it shows that you are a narcissist. Women are not responsible for divorce rate going on in this world right now. It's both parties. And I feel things have changed. So men too have to accept their responsibility as the one building home. Let men wake up and start building their home. Men are home builders. They are the one that build the home. Women help them when they build the home. Women help men to build the home that they started building. It's not women's responsibility to build the home. They came to help the man build his home. So I think this is it. Let's just continue speaking. If you are in a marriage and you are not, the way you feel is not working for you, speak. And don't be afraid to be lonely. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be lonely as a woman. Don't. Because even in the marriage, you can be surrounded with people and still be alone. You can be surrounded with people, you are in a marriage, you're surrounded, the husband is there, but you're still alone. You're still alone. Because you're fighting psychological and emotional abuse that is going on in your head. Because this psychological and emotional abuse is only you, it's personal. It's personal. It's subjective to you. You are the only one that knows how you feel inside. So check your feeling as a woman. Check your feelings. If things are not working for you, speak out. Then I think I'll finish with this. As a woman, if you don't know it now. The society, especially in a country like Nigeria, is against you. Yes, we are in a patriarchal society, a society that is dominated by men. All aspects, political aspect, dominated religion, dominated by men, everywhere dominated by men. And they support each other. So you are standing alone. The only thing you have is the way you feel inside. So check yourself. Start working from inside out. If something is happening and you check yourself, you don't feel good about it, voice it out respectfully. Voice it out. Because sometimes when you talk, it eases tension. And that's what I do. I don't keep things in my mind because I don't want to have cancer. I speak my feelings, the way I feel. I speak it out. Anyway, subscribe to this channel, guys. Give me thumbs up. I know that I'm here fighting with you. I got emotional with this topic today. I love you guys. See you. Thank you, everyone that connected. I love you so very much. I don't know if I make a point. I was just ranting. But it's over 1 hour now with this live streaming. Thank you, everyone, for connecting. Thank you, especially Live with Sandy. I really appreciate you. And thank you for subscribing. See you guys. Bye. One remarkable thing. Remember, you are unique, you're special, and you're one of a kind. And I'm here standing with you. Go and nail that project. I am with it. I am with you with my food chase. Bye, guys. Mwah.